I share a different opinion. I'm a dairy farmer myself. My parents have a dairy farm in the Netherlands. And if I'm honest, I've visited many other dairy farms. I visited a couple of abattoirs as well.
Yep.
And the things that you show in the videos is something I've never seen in real life. So I've always a bit of, I don't know, I've seen the videos like this, and it's horrible to see, but I've never seen it in real life. Well, I've visited many farms, pig farms, dairy farms, abattoirs.
Yeah.
So that's a bit.
But are you open?
For me
Are you open to the fact that this does happen? That there's abhorrent.
The video proves it.
Yes, it does.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why we're showing it.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It does really objectively happen.
That's
and the other thing I want to add to this is it's not necessarily the abuse that we're taking issue with.
Yeah.
It's the use. It's the exploitation. It's the
it's
idea
like
that we view them as products, that
Yeah.
we view them as our machines to just produce for us as objects.
Yeah.
And we would never subject.
Yeah. For me, it doesn't feel as an object. It doesn't
How does it
hurt
feel?
Me, but it offends me a bit if you say that you see, or that you how do you explain this? For me, an animal is not an object. All the cows, for me, my parents' farm, I know the cows. I've raised them as like baby cows to big cows. So I know them for like 3 or 5, 8, 10 years, 13 years. In the case of our oldest cow, I've known them. So they're for me they're not machines. Or it's indeed a means to earn money for us. So we have like the economic approach to an animal, but it's not a machine for me.
But when you have an economic intention when the value of their lives is really a dollar sign, how do you justify that?
Yeah, I think it's something that comes from history, as we're
that's true.
Yeah.
But a lot of things in history were morally bankrupt.
Yeah.
This is morally an issue. This is why we're taking issue with it. It's an ethical issue. If you yourself can't imagine being an animal in a farm, being raised, and you said you know these animals, you develop a bond with them. The thing is, you bring them into existence. That's the start.
Yeah.
They're getting bred into existence.
Yeah, we do the AI and we help them like alter.
Yeah. There's an express intention from birth. You already have the day of their execution planned. Once you are exhausted and spent, you no longer can squeeze any more milk out of your breasts. We will put you on a truck and we will send you to a slaughterhouse where you will get electrically prodded through a kill line against your will, and you will be sliced up into 1,000 pieces.
That last thing doesn't happen in the Netherlands.
You don't put them on a truck?
No, electrical.
How do they force them? They smack them?
Yeah, more smacking than the electrical. That's not allowed in the Netherlands anymore. They forbid. You cannot even buy the thingies. I don't know how you call them, but you cannot even buy them.
But they smack them with boards. That's not much better, is it?
Like a stick, or what we used to do at the farm is like you have a stick and you hit on the fence, so it makes a noise. And I always believe that the noise scares, like makes the cow move more than actually really hitting them.
Yeah.
That's from my experience.
But what everything else I just said, do you find that to be a moral issue or not?
It's a moral issue. I agree with that. And to say that the betrayal, it's a interesting line of thoughts. Never thought of that. And you really challenged my thinking.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. But I'm really curious how this will be when I'm 80 years old, if I'm vegan or not. I won't be vegan tomorrow. I'm sorry to tell you that. But,
don't apologize to me. It's the animals that really need you to be vegan.
This be in 50 years? I'm really curious to see that.
Well, there will be. Have you heard the expression, no evil can last forever? Good will always outweigh the bad in the end? Eventually, correct. Just like slavery has now been abolished in this country, and things will always go in that route, in that direction, eventually, right?
Yeah.
So when the day comes, when we understand that animals are here with us, not for us, and when we understand that paradigm shift is a moral imperative that we need to be accountable for, and we treat the coexisting life forms on this planet with respect, the same level of respect that we would expect.
For me, I think I can still eat animals. I've never seen this in real life. I know it happens. So it's confusing, but I think that for me, as long as I know that my meat comes from the Netherlands, I think it's done in a humane way. Slaughtering.
Is there really a humane way to kill an animal who wants to live?
I think there is.
Can you describe it to me?
It's a way that does not give stress or pain to the animal, the whole process.
Okay. Now put yourself in their shoes. Think about it from their perspective for just one moment. You value your life, right? So if someone was to kill you without you looking, it just happened very swiftly, and all of a sudden you're dead, isn't that still cruel because your life is being taken away from you, right?
Yeah, and so it be.
These animals want to live just as much as we do. They value their lives just as much as we value our lives. And what's more important is that they have a right to their lives. And so what I'm asking you is, if you're in their position, wouldn't you rather have the liberty to your life, to have bodily integrity, instead of having your body and your life in the hands of someone else? And when you're still very young, you get your neck sliced open.
That's mainly the pin in the head.
So the pin in the head doesn't kill them. You should know that.
That makes them brain dead.
Well, it stuns them and it renders their limbs unusable, so they're more controllable and they're more docile, so that you can grab them and stab them in the throat. That's the only reason why they stun them. They still feel the stabbing in the throat. They wake up many times during, and they're still trying to breathe and fight for their lives. And that happens standard practice.
That's true. I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. No, we have no reason to lie about this. And then with the start of the process, you mentioned AI. AI is just a bullshit term for rape. When you take a male bull and you try to get semen out of their testicles, you have to do something to sexually violate them. And they aren't consenting to that, are they? They're not saying, yes, go ahead and touch my sexual organs like that. Now, that's the first part of the process. The second part is we take the semen and you either use a metal device, or you use your own hand.
You use the hand in the anus and then like a little pipette to the uterus, to the cervix.
Right. So you shove your fist in their asses, up to your shoulder,
Basically, yeah.
and then the semen gets injected into their vagina.
Yeah, in the cervix, yeah.
Yeah. Artificial insemination is a term that is used medically with patients who are consenting patients. That's why I don't appreciate the term. It's a euphemism to hide from what's really going on. When you're forcibly impregnating someone and they don't have a choice, and then they have a baby 9 months later, and this is not their choice, once again, they didn't have any say in this, how could that be described as anything but rape? You're not doing it for sexual pleasure, but you are doing it with an intention for personal gain.
Yeah.
Financial in this case.
It's economic. For us, it's
Economical gain.
economic mean to earn money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm honest in that. Yeah.
Do you really enjoy sending these animals to a slaughterhouse? Having them sexually violated? Having their breasts constantly
I don't.
pulled on? The most important question is, what if you were in their position? If you were in their position, wouldn't you want to be able to liberate yourself or to have your liberty and to have people like me speaking up for their liberty, and hopefully one day you speaking up for their liberty as well.
Yeah. I find it hard to imagine. Maybe I have to take some time to think over it, but at the moment I find it hard to imagine or to feel that out.
You're currently farming beings who have the capacity to suffer in a great way. Would you like a card?
A card? Yeah.
Yeah? So I can give you
card.
some more information, and then you can make more of an informed choice on which route you're going to take in your life. Because right now, after this conversation, my hope is that you'll think deeply about this. Nice to talk to you, man.
Thank you for challenging my thoughts.
Thank you for being open and for allowing me to do that.
It also helps me as a dairy farmer to understand is, like as I said, I'm really curious about how this will continue in the future, where it will take us as like a human society.
Okay, but I'll tell you this right now, my friend. We are going to be in a vegan world. I guarantee you that. And then the question will be, what did you do during that transition period? What did you do when you knew better?